Hello friends, welcome back. This is Manish Pandey. Today in this video I am going to show you how to connect UiPath and MySQL, and also I will show you what is the connection string of MySQL. It means I will explain connection string of MySQL, and I will also show you what are the steps you need to follow to connect with UiPath and MySQL. So let's start now. But before that, if you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe and please hit the like button. So let's start. Let me open UiPath Studio. So I have just created one simple project. The second thing, I'm going to open that MySQL which I have installed. So if you have not installed MySQL yet, then please go through my previous video that will help you to download latest version MySQL and install that in your system. So I have already installed, so I'm going to search for MySQL Workbench. So I will open this file, MySQL Workbench 8.0 CE. So it is open now. Now you can see here we are getting MySQL connections. So this is the by default local instance connection that is created while installing MySQL. So if you'll go through my video, you can understand MySQL 80 was there in the local instance server name, and there was a root account and there was a password also of the root account, right? So what we can do, if we have this one, we can just click on that, or you can also go to the database and click on manage connections, and from here you can select your connection name. From here you can select that this is your connection name. If you want to change the name, you can change that also, but I'm going to take this as it is. Now here you can see in the connections we have a host name, that is local host, port 3306, username root, and password that is stored in the vault. It means password which we have used while installing, so we have to remember that password. Now you can click on test connection. So if you have already done that, so you'll be getting this one. You can just click on that. Now here you need to enter that root account password. So I'm going to enter that, and now click OK. So if your password credential is valid, then you will see this page. It means we have connected here with the server. Now this is the query page. Here we can write our query, like create database, or like create table, select query, update query. Here we can write. So first you can see if you have database available. So I'm going to write show databases, and then click on this execute button. So it is showing currently we have these system defined database available, but I'm going to create my own database. So for that we have to write create database and then database name. So I'm going to create here that is UiPath RPA, right? Now click on execute. So first, to connect with the UiPath and this MySQL, we should have our database available. So we have created. Here you can see create database, one row affected successfully, and then again you can search for here show databases. Execute this one, and you can see your database is now in this list, UiPath RPA. Now what we can do, we can just write here use UiPath RPA. It means use this database. I'm going to use this one, right? I have used that. Now whenever I will run our query, that will run from this database only. Now I have created that. Now to just connect with UiPath and MySQL, there is no need to create any table, or there is no need to insert any data into the table. We have this database, that's okay. Now I'm going to show you how to connect with UiPath with this MySQL. So let me open UiPath Studio now. First, we need one activity to connect our UiPath with MySQL. So which package we need to install? You can first go to the manage packages and click on all packages, click on the search and write here UiPath dot database dot activities. Just select that one and click on install, click on save. So it takes some time to install that package. It has all the list of activities which is used to connect or which is used to work with the MySQL. Now I have installed this package. Now to connect, we have to first search here in the activities connect. So this connect activity is used to connect UiPath with MySQL. Now just double click on that and click on configure. First you can see we need to click on connection wizard. Now in this list, in the data source, we are not getting any MySQL data sources. We just have Access, ODBC, SQL Server and SQL Server database file. But in this scenario, we are going to connect with MySQL data source. So we don't have that. If I'll click on other also, then also I'm not getting these things. We have only ODBC, OLEDB and SQL Server. So how can we connect that if we don't have? So don't worry about that. Do not install any data source, any databases for the MySQL. Do not install any other application in your Windows. You just have to do one thing. You have to prepare a connection string for MySQL. So how can you do that? Let me show you. So here you can see connection string. It means we need server, we need UID, it means user ID, we need password and the database, because we need to connect with the specific database, so these details we need to provide. I hope you know what is connection string. So connection string is a collection of information which is used to connect MySQL with any applications, right? So how can we put these details in the server and UID? What are the details we need to add? How will we know that which data we need to add here in the server? So this is the connection string which I have prepared for my system, for my MySQL. So how can you prepare this one? So first you can see, open this MySQL and then go to the database, click on manage connections. Now you can see, now here we are getting this connection name. This is for our local instance. Now this is the host name. So host name is our server name. Now again, if you'll create a new connection, if you click on new, then this time you will be getting host name is this one. So in that scenario, your host name will be this IP address, not localhost. So I am just using the default one which I have created while installing MySQL. So I'm going to use, so this host name will be your server name. So I have used that. Now UID, so UID means your username. So this root will be your username, UID name. So you need to just update that root UID. Now password. So password will be that you have used while installing against that root account. So I have entered this one, MySQL at 2021. Now database, so database I am using this one because my database that I have created, which is this one, UiPath RPA. So we have to provide the specific database, because if we have multiple database available in the MySQL server, but we want to work with the only one database, so we have to connect with that. So I have used UiPath RPA, this database. Now this is it. Now we have this connection string available. Now what you have to do, you have to copy this complete connection string, go to UiPath Studio, click on configure. Now here we have option connection string. So just paste here. I have already used this double quotation here, so there is no need to put here any double quotation here. Now from here you have to click on that and select mysql.data.mysql client. So you are getting this option here, but when you are going to search here, this is not available, right? So you just have to create that connection string here, prepare that, and then paste here, and then select this data provider. So this is the provider name. Now press OK. Now we are done. We have added that. Now here it is not showing, but what you can do, again you can go here and select that, and now this is added. You can see this is the provider name and this is the string name. Now click on run. So you will see here we will not be getting any error here. Now it means connection successful. We are not getting any error. So by this way you can connect UiPath with MySQL, and then you can, what you have to do, you can just create one variable control K and then connection string. So what will happen, now we have already established a connection between UiPath and MySQL, and we have stored this complete connection string information in this database connection string variable. You can see this is the database connection, and then next time whenever you are going to write a query, you just have to use the existing connection. So I hope you like this video, you enjoyed that. If so, then please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for all your support. Thanks. Bye.